34 minutes gone here at CB Smith Reserve. It's a Moreland Zebras 0, Altona Magic 0. Milish with the shot there. We can call it a shot.
Milish Jardel has thought that 40 metres was a good angle to have a go at, and does it. Can't stifle that initiative though, Dominic.
So it's Altona with possession now. Pistonizzi looking for the run forward. Retreats back. Well, Dewisha now for Altona. Switches play. Goodwin closing, putting the pressure on. Long one over the top. But Williams able to get there and tidy up for the Zebras. And goes out for a throw-in. In front of the scoreboard here, airport side of the ground. Altona with the quick throw-in. Taken. Looking to cut in through the middle. Now gets a cross over the top. Looking for McShane with the header. And Genese saves it. Brilliant save by Genese. Didn't look like much there, Joe, but the cross came in. McShane had a free header there and made Genese work for it.
Looked fairly innocuous coming across, but as I say, the young Scotsman there with plenty of space to do his work and do his work well. He did, forcing Genese to tap it around the post for a third corner to Altona Magic. Zebras know they're in a battle. There's no two ways about it, Dominic.
Definitely Altona's come here to play, and so have the Zebras. So we're in for a definite slogfest out here today. So Jadel comes out with it. Brilliantly done. Still keeps possession. Foot race now with Beckett. Jadel gets possession of it. Needs to go past Beckett. He does easily. Brilliantly done. Now finds McMonagall House with the ball. McMonagall House turns, goes forward. Out wide to Goodwin now. Goodwin brings it into the 18-yard box. Cross comes in. Looking for Goodwin on McLean on the back post. I don't think he expected it to go through, Joe.
I think the look on John McLean's face says it all, Dominic.
I think he was expecting it to be cleaned up there by the goalkeeper or the defender, and ball managed to trickle past him. He wasn't expecting it to come through, and there goes another chance from the Zebras in this first half.
That look of anguish as the ball goes past your front foot, and you just know that a couple of extra inches of effort would have got you there.
But it was a good build-up there. Jadel with the clearance from the defence there, didn't put the afterburners on and beat Beckett in a foot race, combined with McMonagall House and Goodwin to resulted in the cross.
Toe, Dom, so it was an interesting 50 metres or so in the foot race there. Long ball by Altona, cut out by Jacob Williams. Gasparis doesn't win it. Mahazi winning all those midfield battles so far. This time it goes out to the left. Magic's got a bit of space here. Ball whipped in. Williams takes it out. McMonagall cleans up easily. Petrov to send it down the line. Ooh, unceremoniously dumped there by...
Referee's called for a free kick there, I think.
A little bit late.
It was late. He's called the free kick on the Zebras. I think more of the studs up tackle there on the Zebras right back. As Petrov makes his way back up. Coming off a little bit sore there, but looks okay to continue.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to take the throw in, so...
Oh, so no free kick, just a throw in on that occasion, so...
Well, we got that wrong. Confidently over to Tiziano. He's looking for Ebu on the floor, obviously, unless he looks upfield and Militia's there. This time's decides to go long. Oh.
Brilliantly done by McLean. Can't bring it down, though. Mahazi wins the ball back for the Zebras. Cardamone gets a touch. Still a little bit bobbling there in the middle. Brilliantly done by Cardamone. Wins the ball back. Referee saying, got the ball. We've got Cardamone down for the Zebras. Beckett trying to get past the Zebras defenders. Mahazi comes in and swings. And the referee's found a free kick there for Altona. Cardamone getting up a little bit gingerly there after that challenge.
It's just, I hope he's not holding his knee or his hand. Looks like he's fallen on the other hand. Of course, he's got the smallest bone in the body. He's got the metatarsal broken on his left hand, David Cardamone, so he's playing with a little brace, but in the effort of trying to protect that on the way down, I think he's landed on his right-hand side. Just
showing the referee a stud mark above his knee there, Joe, so claiming it wasn't all ball. He managed to get a good chunk out of him, so referee's still saying that it was a fair tackle.
Magic aren't here to make up the numbers. They've indicated that. Moreland Zebras well and truly know they're up for it.
Cross comes in. Petrov and...
the number 14 there for Magic got his head to it. It'll be a throw-in for Moreland Zebras. Oh, it's been a throw-in for Altona Magic. there's no number 14 on the list.
No, missing on our team sheet here, so we'll get that rectified at half time and find out who that number 14 is for Altona Magic. As the cross comes in now, Asparis with it. Genese able to get that one there. Bit of pressure there from McShane. Bit of afters there. Williams not happy with the treatment there on his goalkeeper.
Tiziano, Slongo and John McShane there looking to exchange pleasantries.
Williams got involved there as well, went up and pushed the big Scotsman as well, Joe. So Williams saying, yeah, hang on a second, you're not getting away with that today, mate.
Both teams know what's at stake here. And both teams giving as much as they can and not taking a backward step. Go out for a goal kick for Rawi Dawisha. Gets a touch on the ball. Hope you're enjoying the pictures here from Marvellous Moreland, CB Smith Stadium in Marvellous Moreland. Moreland Zebras kicking towards the land track side of the ground. Altona Magic kicking towards most of the 2 years. Andre Genese so far, so just watch that go over. Palm at the ready just in case, as all good goalkeepers do. So Genese looking to go long. Go long he does, looking for Jardel in the air.
Goes up Jardel.
Gets under it.
Over the top of everyone there, and it's gone out for a Altona throw it in. As far as Tiziano Slongo gets the clearance out now over the top. McLean trying to get underneath it. Altona still possession. Comes off an Altona player last though. Pistonizzi's foot, and it's gone out for another Zebras throw in. Capar with the ball now to take the throw. Capar with the throw for the Zebras. Trying to find Jadal, and he finds Beckett. Beckett headers down to McShane. McShane into the middle now to McGarry. McGarry and McShane, they're combining.
James McGarry's had plenty of the ball as well. Just find the last 5 minutes, Altona sort of settling into a little bit of a groove here, thinking that they may have seen off the best of the Zebras' possession time, but Moreland will probably have a thing to say about that.
Mahazi with the ball now. Out wide to Williams.
Slongo out to Williams. Williams back to Slongo.
So Tiziano to Williams. Williams with possession. Goes through the middle, finds Cardamone. Cardamone with the ball. Out wide to Goodwin. Goodwin takes a touch, tries to get it back to Williams. It can't. Turned over. Altona with the ball now. Trying to get through the midfield. Through Litfin. Litfin out wide. To McShane. McShane pushing up to ground. Referee saying get up, got the ball, play on. Cardamone to go through now. He's checked. He's copped another one there, Joe. Another knock, Cardamone. Definitely
sure
winded him on that occasion.
Yeah, looked like pretty close to being a body check there. This time Altona put the ball out. David Cardamone's been in the wars of late. A true warrior, Dominic. He's put himself on the line quite a few times for the club this year, and just catching up with him in the last 5 minutes.
Cardamone's still down.
Using the time to get a bit of fluids in. Altona Magic and Moreland Zebras gathering around the
players get his drink.
Still. Cardamone still complaining, holding his rib cage there, so I'm not quite sure. Still asking what was I supposed to do with that. No replay to show you, but I can assure you it was full-blooded contact. Altona with the ball. Rutherford to McGarry. Left-hand side looking up.
Long ball over the top from Altona. Mahazi brings it down to Petrov.
Picking up plenty of that second ball. This time we turn it over.
Cardamone gets in there though.
Still looking out to Altona Magic. Can he get stays on his feet? Doesn't get the free kick as a result. Oh, and Almost forced a turnover. Petrov gathers, finds Slongor. Square across the back. Slongor head up, decides to check inside again. Looking long and will go long, failing nothing. Tries to find the slot. McLean back to it. Does a little nodge, but it's too soft.
Brilliantly done there by Jadal. Wins it back for the Zebras.
Magic got their tails up in the last few minutes, Dominic, and just sense maybe this is the time's coming for them. This time they break on the left. McGarry, nice ball. Beckett doesn't get there. Kadamo nods it away.
A little bit flat-footed there, just waiting a little bit. Wins it down, no.
Just hesitated and waited, but strong enough to win the challenge.
No one challenges up there for the Zebras. Kadamoni coming in now. Brilliantly done by Kadamoni. Keeps possession. Well done. Turn to Jadal to McMonagle Huss. And then goes back to Ibu Kepa, back into the middle of Mahazi. Mahazi with the ball now, back to Tiziano Slongo. Slongo under a little bit of pressure there, but retreats all the way back to his goalkeeper in Genese. Genese with the ball now. Comes back out to Slongo. Slongo with it.
Being able to play both sides of his body gives Tiziano Slongo the best opportunity to get the ball every way he likes. That was a bit long for him.
Tries to find Kapar, but it's over the fence for a throw-in for the Altona.
Must be nearing half-time now, Dominic.
Yeah, we're into the 45th minute here.
Just reminding listeners they want to tune in after a little bit of a break. We'll have Nick Nagorian, who's not playing today, a special guest on Zebras TV, answer a couple of questions from the chief antagonist here, Dominic Montezano. Ebu scoots it away. Magic trying to make the last couple of minutes pay. McGarry flicks it over his head. Genese stops it with his feet, just chewing up the clock a little bit as Perry Murr looks down at his own watch. Genese now decides to go long.
Fourth official signal there for an additional 2 minutes of play in this half, so be initial 2 minutes.
Let it run on here. Altona. Both teams indicating that the time's up. Perry Murr letting it run. No slip-ups wanted at this stage.
Back to Genese. Genese with the ball now for the Zebras. Switches out wide to Williams. Williams over the top.
The mic sound, am I on? Dom?
Yep, now I can't hear you, Joe, but I'm sure the listeners at home should be able to.
Here on the left-hand side. Magic got the ball runners to the ball. He's inside the box now. He's screws it out, but finds McMonagle instead, who will clean up for Moreland Zebras. Knocked away, and it'll be a throw-in for Moreland Zebras. Petrov scrolls across. Perry Murr keeps looking at that watch. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but that was 2 minutes from the last look. Both sides are giving that indication that it is half-time by their passages of play and actions. Throw in for Altona. One last worry here for Moreland Zebras. Wrong time to score any goal for any team. A throw in.
Comes in.
Oh,
McShane
finds himself in some space, but clearly blocked. Moreland will be keen to get it out of here.
Brilliantly done there by Tiziano Slongo.
Get it out of there, they do. Ooh, one of
Perry
those lofty clearances there.
Looks at his watch once again, and dare say there is the half-time. No, free kick.
Free kick. His third look at the watch. I just find it a little bit comical, Dominic. I'm not quite sure of any added time, but it's referee's prerogative, I suppose, to let the people know what's going on. So 3 looks at the watches, all 3 minutes apart, suggests to me that, hello, where are we? Genese in no rush, signals everybody to go forward.
Long one for Genese.
He waits for the kick out, and
there's the
says, that's enough, boys.
Half-time whistle here at CB Smith Reserve. It's the Moreland Zebras 0. Playing the Altona Magic 0. We'll have a quick break and then we'll be joined here in the commentary box by injured Zebras striker Nick Niagoran. Welcome back, listeners, to the halftime break here at CB Smith Reserve. Zebras 0, Maltona Magic 0. Joined in the commentary box today is returning from injury striker Nick Niagoran. Nick, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
So, Nick, tell us about the injury, or give the listeners an update. You had their first spell back in the FFA Cup on Tuesday night.
Yeah, that was good to actually start a game. Past few weeks, I've been coming off the bench, been feeling good, but still got to limit my minutes because I want to make sure that I have longevity for the rest of the season.
Definitely. So you came on, for the listeners that don't know, started the game in Dandenong on Tuesday night, got the winning goal for us, and made sure we progressed to the next round of the FFA Cup. Nick, tell me, it must be frustrating though, with the injury, not being out there with the boys in games like today.
Oh, for sure. And knowing the way that we can play, when I come onto the pitch, like for example, on Tuesday, boys are playing really free-flowing football, and if I can see that, that just gives me confidence that I'm going to get in the right position to score.
Well, we can actually definitely tell the difference when you are on the park. A few weeks ago here, when we played St Albans, you made that 70th minute, or 65th or 70th minute, came on, and the game changed completely. We were down 2-0, and with you coming on the ground, managed to get the 2-2 draw.
I could have even snatched the winner, but that's football.
It is, unfortunately, but with the injury now, how far away do you think you'll be before the draw? Is it more just a precautionary thing this week?
Yeah, so I think next week, or definitely the week after, but I'm hoping for next week.
Very good, Nick. So just tell the listeners, Nick, you've been at the club now for a few years.
This is my second year, yeah.
What are some of the good points about the Zebras, mate? What makes the Zebras different to other clubs?
For sure, just the way the entire club's run. From higher for Joe, for example, and then every other level it's done really professionally. Everyone's treated with respect. As long as you respect the badge, that's the big thing about Moreland. It's a very traditional club. Everyone respects the values, and I think Falstor has picked players that will best represent the way that Moreland likes to play and how people like the perception of Moreland. And the players that we have, I mean, the results that we've had haven't been in our favour because we haven't had a consistency with players just because of so many injuries. But as you can see today and on Tuesday, the way that we can get the ball moving, it's just a matter of time before we start banging goals.
Start clicking, exactly. Nick, the club's promoting the 70th anniversary this year, being a big milestone for the club. How do the players see the 70th anniversary being the 70th anniversary team? Is it something that you guys think about, or is it?
I mean, we have been told. A lot of the new players don't know about it, but for me, I knew it was coming up, and I think subconsciously it sort of lifts everyone because you want to do the club well in the 70th year. We've got new badge.
Correct. Yes.
I mean, when you wear a badge and it is well designed, and you've got the gold around, if you feel like honoured playing for the club. Yeah.
Yep. So we're looking forward to that on the 9th of June, ladies and gentlemen. Tickets are on sale at the club. Nick, thank you for your time today, mate. I'll let you go back down and join the boys in the rooms, and we'll see a more inspiring performance after that first half. The Zebras did really well, and hopefully we come away with the 3 points today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Nick. Appreciate your time, mate. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this break for the start of the second half. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, from the half-time break as the players make their way back onto the pitch. Zebra's taken a little bit longer to come out, Joe. They stayed in the rooms a little bit longer there, so Falster having a bit to say to the boys.
Yeah, obviously we want to get things going. A bit of backlash here in the noise. Can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you clearly, Joe, yes.
Okay, must be my ears. Look, I'd like to ask what's likely to change in the second half.
As the Zebras prepare, Joe. Yes, so definitely, Joe. It's more that attacking, holding in the midfield. We're doing really well with that today, and coming out of defence. It's just that final third, just getting that killer sort of punch or killer finish up front. I think this sort of game today, the way it's sort of panning, I think maybe one or two goals may decide it. So.
Looking that way, Dominic, I'd like to think that Zebras are going to try and mix something up a little bit to change the format, but we definitely need to get some strikes on goal once we've got possession in that front third.
Just confirming, Joe, doesn't look like there's any substitutes from either side at half-time. Both teams coming out with the same lineups that they started the game with.
Interestingly enough, Josh McDonagall, he has is sitting on the line, whether he's been pushed forward, maybe a bit further on.
As we're back underway here now at CB Smith. Zebras kicking to the Jeep Rosengol Perfect Timber Floors end of the ground, Joe.
You are too. Perfect Timber Floors can't get any better than that. It's perfect.
They're fantastic sponsors of the club, and we thank all of our sponsors this year in season 2018. Obviously, without our sponsors, none of this can be possible.
No, it's indeed a long road without the sponsors' contribution, Dominic.
So Altona, Zebras with the early chance there, ball over the top, but easily picked up there from Altona. They bring the ball back out of defence.
Rolls it out again.
Mitwali with it now. Closed down by Goodwin, put under pressure. McShane going up for it, but Williams winning the ball back. McMonagall House with it now. Back to Petrov. Petrov retreats to Genese.
You get the feeling, Dominic, that the longer the game goes, Altona, the more they're likely to be content with a draw, whereas the Zebras don't want to let them get game and a half ahead.
Goodwin trying to keep it in there, but trickles over the line. Yeah, you're definitely right, Joe. A point away from home is a good result for them, and that's what they'd be sort of aiming for if they can't get the lead. But the Zebras will definitely be pushing there to close that gap up top and get equal points.
Diwali there confused with the throw-in. The linesman clearly indicated some Moreland Zebras throw-in, and Daniel Petrov ambles up to take the resultant decision. So Daniel Mitwali not happy there with the linesman's adjudication. Perry Moore says get on with it. McMonagall
Goes to ground, yep.
Goes to ground. Nothing doing.
Altona, switch out wide now.
Pestinici's had a solid game, decides to hoik it away this time under pressure.
Mahazi getting underneath it for the Zebras, chests it down, trickles towards the sideline, can't get control, and it's gone over for a throw in there for Altona. Throw in being taken. Pistonizzi there, I think it is, on the ball, so takes the throw in. Looking for McShane, flicks it over the top. Williams managed to win it back to the Zebras to Cardamone. Cardamone now takes a couple of touches. Beckett putting the pressure on him, but still Cardamone with possession. Looking for the free kick there, nothing doing, play on. McLean there closing, and Altona retreating back to their goalkeeper in Dowisher. Dowisher comes out wide. Ruthven, I think it is there. Comes back to Dowisher, back to Ruthven.
Just trying to think on some of the positional moves that may end up having to give him Moreland a bit of a break. Jake Barkadash available on the bench. Do they push Josh McLean out, Josh Mack out to the wing in place of Alex Goodwin? We'll wait and see what the moves are, but certainly the Zebras are the ones that need to score.
Williams now back to Genese. Genese switches across to Tiziano Salongo. Salongo now turns, looks forward, trying to find the options forward, doesn't find anyone, goes back to Williams. Williams now in a little bit of space, just having a look. Finds Mahazi. Mahazi out wide to Petrov. Petrov with it now. Back into the middle of Cardamone. Cardamone back to Williams. Williams just holding position now for the Zebras.
Magic happy to sit off the middle there and allows the ball.
Goodwin making the run. Finds him. Finds the first touch to Mahazi. Back to Cardamone. Cardamone to Petrov. Petrov in the middle, looking for Goodwin to return. Great control by Goodwin. Out wide to Petrov now. Petrov now gets across. Claims for the... No, it didn't come off the hand of a Altona player, and Altona able to clear. Cardamone gets in strong. Tackle by Cardamone. Brilliantly done. Out wide to Goodwin, sorry. Goodwin gets across along the ground. And across the face of goal. McMonaghy and Jadal. Bit of a mix-up there. Shot comes from McMonaghy. Oh, brilliant shot.
Josh Mack decided that should have taken the first one, and he takes the second one, just goes over the bar. Darwish nowhere inside. So the Zebras take something twice. Both Petrov and Alec Goodwin been able to get loose on the right-hand side there. The resultant corner ball across was not as good as it should have been, Dominic, but nonetheless, a bit of intent there from Moreland Zebras as we start off the second half.
Great to see early in this second half, Joe. Zebras showing their intent to this game. Williams goes up for the header, doesn't win it, but still finds McMonaghy House. Over the top, looking for the run of McLean. And as far as comes out wide, McShane still with the ball there for the Altona. In possession now with Lifton. Lifton goes over the top to McShane. McShane, Williams to beat, gets across in. Ibu Kapar brings the ball back down for the Zebras. Only as far as McShane, he takes a shot. Wide of the goals there. I think Genese had it under control, but still a couple of early chances. He did lash it. A couple of early chances here for both sides now.
Both sides just waiting for that opportunity. John McShane didn't go begging there. Lashed one across the goal. Genese saw it out, but we don't want to let him loose.
Definitely not, Joe. Definitely not. Williams goes there for the short, but Genese ignores him, tells him to push out. Genese goes with the long one now. Improved in his goal kicks, Joe, over the last few weeks. A few weeks ago here, Genese was finding the touchline on most of his goal kicks. Today it seems that he's fixed that up at training.
It's that ankle boot, Dominic.
High cross, long one in the air, looking for McShane. And as far as Williams, who goes back to Genese. Bit of pressure, gets it out first time. Jadal running to make space. Pistonitzi heads it down. But trickles over the line, and Ibu Kapar with the throw-in. Kapar brings it in to Cardamone, back to Kapar. Kapar tries to bust one Altona player, can't get through, trying to find Cardamone, but it's gone over the line. And it'll be a Altona throw-in. Altona players remonstrating there with the referee that Cardamone kicked the ball away, but I think it was just reflexes there. Joe thought the ball was playing on and didn't intentionally kick it. Jadal gets a throw in from the Altona player. Goes over the top, looking for the run of McLean, but can't find him. Goes too wide. And Darwish able to bring that down easily.
Not the quality of ball we're looking for from Jardel to McLean. Johnny McLean working his way back from missing Tuesday's game with a hamstring strain. Looks like he's moving freely enough.
Over the top, but Petrov cuts that down to McMonaghy Huss. Brings it down to Mahazi. Mahazi now into the middle to Cardamone. He's under pressure, Cardamone, but managed to control it. Tiziano Slongo fakes the dummy there and gets it back to Genese, the goalkeeper for the Zebras. Genese, long one over the wide, looking for...
Gets a touch,
Petrov window, yep.
Goodwin lets the team down. Altona rushing, and Williams points it up easily back to Genese.
Genese out wide to Williams. Zebras out of trouble. Petrov makes a run out wide. Williams ignores him, finds Cardamone in the middle. First time touch to McMonaghy House, who turns. Now takes the ball up forward.
Few options here.
Gives it to Petrov. Petrov tries to turn one player, can't. Go back to Mahazi. Mahazi looking for his options. Finds McMonaghy House with the pass through the middle. Trying to get up with McLean, but can't get that part.
That was a dangerous move and almost came off from Moreland Zebras. This time they
Over the
get
top.
a touch.
Goodwin now, putting the pressure. Brilliantly done by Goodwin. Pressure there. Zebras trying to get the turnover. McLean nearly wins it back. Altona wins it. Long Koik. Defensive clearance out of there. Tiziano Slongo gets a head underneath.
Gasparis traps it.
Oh, late there from Mahazi, and I think he's going in the book for this one. Yeah, it's going to be the first yellow there for the Zebras. Rashid Mahazi with that one.
Ball there. Rashid was a little bit late on the scene. Shouldn't restrict the skipper's game too much, Dominic.
Don't think it will too much, Joe. I think that was, just coming in late there.
Generally plays the ball every single time. Judgment
So Altona with the free kick. Troy Ruthven. Referee getting the game going again. Short one taken. Back to Ruthven. Takes it into the half now. Goes to the cut-off, but cut down there from Goodwin.
Been on his bike all game so far, Goodwin.
He's
strides for Moreland Zebras. Throw in for Pistonizzi, Gasparis.
And it's another free kick there. Williams with the high boot, I think it was, late tackle.
Just not sure about those kicks, Dom. The ball bouncing in the air. Both players put their foot up to try to knock it away or control it, and one ends up with the free kick. Don't know, but I thought 50-50 there was play on. Dangerous position here for Moreland Zebras. Looks like the big centre half, Troy Ruthven, shaping up. Gasparis there doesn't mind a free kick of his own, taking a deep breath, so won't leave us guessing for too long. My money's on Ruthven. Gasparis in the wrong position for him as a right footer, but Ruthven looking at it. Genesi will need to be looking for the ball over the. Here we go.
Free kick taken, but doesn't hinder Genesi's goal too much. Didn't have to do anything there. Genesi with the goal kick. Williams creates a short option, and there's that boot again, Joe. It must have been commentator's curse, because the last one he did okay. We commented on it, and then his very next goal kick, it's gone out of play for a throw-in. I think I'll.
This time it goes to Altona Magic. They get it. There's a bit of a fumble there. Williams comes out with the ball. McMonigal turns on it. He's hit a good one.
Good one, trying to get the clearance, but doesn't.
Gasparis with it now, looks out wide for Stoichevsky, gets the ball into the box, and Jardell's got to come from the deep to get it, lays it back off to Ebu. This time runs it out, Cardamone runs it out. Melvin Beckett making the kilometres on him. McMonigal's good enough, no he's not, play on, says...
Ref says play on.
And Altona Magic, who a bit of a scrambling, have got the ball with Ben Lifkin. McShane on the ball over the head, aimlessly to no one. No, Magic still have the ball. This time they go wide. Stoichevsky goes inside to Gasparis. He goes inside again to Lifkin. Again to Gasparis to Lifkin again. Gasparis in too much space for my liking. Looks at McShane.
I know, Altona just getting on top a little bit there in the last 4 or 5 minutes, Joe.
Yeah, too many touches for free, in my humble opinion. Genesi looks to calm things down by rolling out to Williams as the Zebras look to play out again. Looks up, goes long this time.
Looking for the run of Jadal, but Pistonizzi underneath it, clears it out. Good.
Chances, Pistonizzi. Jardell on his hammer. Further up the field, Moreland Zebras this time. Jardell.
Brilliantly done, Jardell. Finds McMonagall, he has in the middle. Takes it, you know he's got a good strike on him. Takes a shot. Saved. Good one with the shot return. It's blocked by a defender from Altona there. Couple of good strikes there from the Zebras.
Both on target, and Altona Magic at 6s and 7s there. The ball got caught between the defender's legs, and Wally managed to kick it away. I think it got stuck in between Jardell's Stoichevsky's legs and scrambled for a corner. Moreland will want to make him pay.
McLean with the corner.
One hand up. 6-yard box. Not on. Forced to Slongle.
He misses. Oh, he's taken the shot. Deflected.
Dowisher onto his feet pretty quickly. Cardamone. Backs into trouble. Lucky to get out of it.
Zebra still with possession.
Jardell same again. Finds inside to Cardamone. Cardamone Ebu. Flicks it on.
Couldn't get it under control there. The Zebras ball bouncing around a little bit, and it's trickled over the line for a throw in there for Altona. Another decent chance. Yeah, a couple of decent chances there for the Zebras.
Look, I'm excited. I think it's a good game. There's plenty on offer, plenty to lose, and plenty to gain. And you can tell by that passage of play, 5 minutes of the ball going from left to right. Both teams getting as good as they get at this stage. Good spectacle here in marvellous Moreland.
Throwing comes in. Long clearance from Altona there. And as far as Tiziano Slongo, who headers it into safety over the line for a throw-in. Another Zebras marshal there going around to collect that ball. We thank all our volunteers and marshals that come to game day and support and help out.
Yep, that's
So Williams now brings it out for the Zebras, looking for the options forward. Gives it to Petrov. Petrov back to Williams. Williams now switches across the ground to Tiziano Slonga. They'll try the opposite side of the ground now. Ball comes out now to Kappa. Kappa with the ball. Into the middle to Cardamone. Can't get it under control, but still flicks it over the top. Finds Jardel. Jardel with it now. Takes a shot, Jardel. And yeah, probably could have done a lot better there. There was a couple of players in the middle. There was Josh that made the space and didn't decide to go him.
Monagle's just looking around saying, I'm here for you square. And Alec Goodwin one further on. So wrong option by Malish Jardel. Now has to work it right. Goucher.
Took the short goal kick. Got a return pass back from his defender. Telling his players to push forward now. Looking for the run there of McShane and McGarry up forward. Long one over the top. In search of McShane, but wins a header down. And as far as Mahazi. Mahazi with the flick over the top. Williams. Slongo now. Wins it back for the Zebras. Brilliantly done by Tiziano Slongo. Left foot over the top looking for McLean, who gets past one defender. Can't get past. Oh, no, ball's up in the air. Still contesting there. But too much there from Jadal.
Too much, not in the wrong direction. The nod down goes straight to the keeper, and Rani Goucher throws it out. McGarry slips it wide to the Wali. Pistonizzi it is with his left foot. No one there. Tiziano Slongo has it on his wrong side, but manages to give it away.
It does, but Cardamone cutting down, wins it back off Beckett for Altona. Out wide.
Working hard for each other, Dominic, the Zebras. Even when they turn the ball over, they're quick on to make sure the mistake's not a deadly one.
Exactly, Joe. There's 2 or 3 players that close straight away to win that ball back for the Zebras. As we talk, ball gets turned over. Altona with the run through now. Finds McShane, but McMonagally Huss comes in there, brilliantly done.
The workload that Monagally has is quite astounding.
It is, Joe. Definitely missed last week here against Melbourne City. He was the key link in our midfield that was missing.
I heard that the GPS system on the back doesn't want to get on his back.
No, too much work, Joe. He might blow up the system, I think, Joe. Mahazi there, can't win the ball back. Beckett, McGarry. McShane over the top. But Williams coming across. Brilliant tackle there by Williams. And it's trickled over the line for an Altona throw-in. 61 minutes gone here at CB Smith Reserve. It's Moreland Zebras 0, Altona Magic 0. We'll give you some updates around the ground shortly. Throw-in comes in from Altona. McMonagle, there he is again. Wins the ball back for the Zebras. Takes a couple of touches. Goes long over the top looking for McLean. Can't find him. But McLean still wins possession anyway. Gets it through the middle. Jadal now with the ball. Goes the outside of the foot to Goodwin. Goodwin with it now in front of the grandstand. Got one player to beat. Goes around him. Flick to the outside again, but couldn't find Jadal. And Altona able to clean that one there up. Pistonizzi back into the middle to Ruthven. No, Paul passed there from Goodwin. Turned it straight over after all the hard work from the Zebras. McMonagally has now trying to put the pressure. Beckett with it. Tries to take the shot. Tiziano Songo there with the ball. Brilliantly done. McLean now wins the ball back. Comes out wide to Jadal. Jadal with it. He's going to take on one, does. Cast Pistonizzi back to Cardamone. Cardamone now.
Good free on this side, Dominic, but the Zebras slow the game down a bit.
Tiziano now, Slongo passes to Mahazi. Mahazi looking for the run. Petrov could have paid him, didn't. Williams with it now. Goes over the top. Looking for the run there of Kapara wide. Keeps it in. Still under pressure though. Cardamone with the ball. Back to Kapar. Kapar into the middle to McMonagally House. Brilliantly done by the Zebras. Got out of trouble there. Mahazi with it. Comes across to Williams. Williams now. The run of Petrov. He just can't get the pass. Altona win the ball back. Williams coming through. Wins the ball back for the Zebras, but the referee's found a free kick for Altona. Saying Williams went in a little bit too aggressive there. So, quick free kick, short tick taken. Long over top. McShane running in there. It's Williams and McShane. McShane wins it. Asking for his teammates to make an option. Doesn't find. Retreats all the way back to Mitwali. Mitwali to Beckett. Beckett on Mahazi, who's on a yellow card, so has to be careful. Cross comes in. Genese underneath it. Easily picks that one there up. So, Genese out wide to Ubi Kapar, who finds Cardamone. Back to Kapar. Kapar now bringing the ball out for the Zebras along the ground to McLean. Tries to turn. Referee saw him play on. But there's a bit in that one, but referee saying no, waves it on. Ball through the middle there, trying to find McShane, but Genesi picks that one there up as well. Genesi now throws it out wide to Petrov. Petrov with it now.
I'm suspecting there's a good time for a change shortly coming up, Dominic.
I think so, Joe, definitely, yes. So Tiziano Slongo.
Want to throw something different into the mix.
Just to spark something in this game.
Lazy back pass there and causes Kapara a whole heap of trouble. Gives away the free kick unnecessarily on Pisanesi. So Melissa Jardel there not quite getting his foot on the ball, making it hard for his teammate. Altona Magic. We've got some listeners from abroad, so wherever you're listening, in Europe, Italy, and Calabria at that, welcome. I hope you're enjoying the sounds brought to you by Metal Form Group today. Moreland Zebras battled out with Altona Magic.
Magic with the ball now. Long one over the top. Can't find his teammate. Ball's out for a throw-in. Petrov to take. Still no movement there on the sidelines, Joe.
No, I just feel the game's edge for something to be a little bit different. Zebras had some opportunities, but just the makeup has meant that Altona's been quite aware of what's happening.
Genesi now with the ball. Takes a couple of touches, wait for an option for his teammates. Long one over the top. Looking for Goodwin, who he finds. Goodwin down Petrov. Petrov trying to find link up with Goodwin. Can't, but still Zebras keep possession. McMonagally Huss in the middle to Cardamone. Cardamone's been involved in everything today. Turn to Jadal. Jadal out wide to Goodwin. Brilliantly done. Takes a touch. Finds Jadal once again. Out wide to McMonagally Huss, who takes a shot, but it's over the bar.
Just under it. Josh Mack got under it, hit it with plenty of power, and over the bar it goes.
Just couldn't get his positioning right on that shot, Joe. Have his body over the ball correctly and resulting in the ball going over the bar.
Zebras looking to pay dividends down the Rosengale wholesale fruit and vegetable side of the ground. Josh Mack unable to get the first one on the board.
So here's McShane versus Tiziano Slongo, and it's a free kick to Tiziano.
Battle of the hard men went nowhere, just a throw in for
No, throw in.
Moreland Zebras, I was going to say, but
It is.
Altona's quite keen on taking it for us. No. Perry Moore says, no, you can't, son. And Ebu Kapir.
So here's the first substitution for Altona, Joe. Coming off, number 18, Marina Gasparis, being replaced by number 10, Ben Clark. There's the first roll of the dice from Altona.
Substitution for Altona Magic, coming off number 18, Marino Gasparis, coming on number 10, Ben Clark.
As the announcer just calls the substitution over the PA here at CB Smith Reserve. Zebras bring the ball back into play. Tiziano Slongo out to Williams. Williams with possession now. Looking forward. Nothing doing there. Retreats back to Tiziano Slongo. Slongo with it now. Takes a couple of touches. Asking his teammates to make a run forward. Goes low and hard along the ground to McLean. McLean out wide to Kapar. Kapar over the top again to Jadal, who brings it down. Can't get possession though. Kapar was coming from an offside position there, so I dare say if he won the ball back it would have been called offside. But Williams wins it down for the Zebras. To Cardamone. Cardamone with possession to Slongo. Slongo with it. Looking forward. Finds Jadal. Jadal first time touch out wide to Kapar. Good build up here from the Zebras. Cross now coming in. Deflected from an Altona player. Header over the top. Pastidizzi trying to get underneath, trying to win it back, but Cardamone gets it. Tries to get the flick on there. Referee calls play on. McShane gives it out wide. Puts a bit too much on it there, and it's over the line for a Zebras throw-in.
Chesky just couldn't get there in time. And Daniel Petrov taking his own throw-in for Moreland Zebras. McShane just pulling it sideways in order to keep possession.
No, Slongo.
Switching the game far and wide, Dominic, with plenty of gaps to be exploited. Just haven't had that ounce of break.
There is, Joe, definitely. So, throw in there, gone out for the Zebras.
Just under 70 minutes, 68 minutes time. It looks like Moreland Zebras are making a substitution.
Looks like Bo Summers there to come on.
For Alec Goodwin.
Alec Goodwin.
So Bo Summers has had quite a bit of success coming on as a super sub. hoping that Summers can replicate some of his good form when coming off the bench. And Zebras get a throwing.
Goal kick. Just some update scores around the grounds, Joe. 72nd minute, it's Langwarrin 0, Eastern Lions 1. 72nd minute, Moreland City 1, Melbourne City 1. 68th minute, Murray United 0, Box Hill United 0. And 72 minutes gone, Sunshine Georgies 2, Whittlesea Rangers 2. As the ball comes out wide here now, the substitute there, Clark for Altona with it, trying to beat Petrov. Can't do so though as far as Williams, who gets a foot on it, and it goes out for a corner kick for Altona. Fourth one of the game for them.
At the stretch doing well there to get that across Williams, as Clark made a nuisance of himself on the right-hand side, left-hand side here for Altona Magic. Fresh legs against Daniel Petrov. That won't worry Petrov, but won't be able to afford to give him too much space.
Beckett with the corner now for Altona. Has the signal in the air. Cross comes in. Looks far and deep. There was a push there on Jadal. It's a free kick for the Zebras. So free kick out. Zebras on 6. Altona with 12. As we have another substitution for the Zebras. Number 7 coming off. John McLean being replaced by number 10. Jake Baker-Day.
Maybe feeling a bit tight after that layoff with a bit of a strain there. So McLean, the top goal scorer for the Zebras, making way for Jake Baker-Dash. Clearly offside with John McShane, and should pick up a yellow card for that. Well and truly after the game.
Surprisingly, Joe, that was the first offside for either side of the game.
Okay, that's how tight the ball's been, but it just gets the talking to only by referee Perry Moore. And the big Scotsman says, thanks mate, sorry, I won't do that again.
So Williams switches across to Slongo. Slongo with the ball now. 72 minutes gone here at CB Smith. It's a Moreland Zebras 0, Altona Magic 0 with a great ball across the Kapar, but can't get the afterburners working there and chase that one down, and it's a throw-in, resulting throw-in for Altona. Deep in their defensive half.
Just as wide as the ground is, Dominic just couldn't get on the edge of that. Was stretching far and wide, Moreland Zebras with these cross balls, cross ground, but resulting Altona throw-in Pistonizzi, right-hand side in front of the perfect timber floor sign.
So throw-in comes back in. Pistonizzi with the throw. Long way over the top, only finds a head of Cardamone for the Zebras. Baker-Dash, first involvement there of the game, gets a header down to Jadal. Jadal trying to win it back, comes off an Altona play, and Pistonizzi, and it goes out for another Zebras throw-in. Quick one comes in to Cardamone, finds Baker-Dash, back to Cardamone, tries to turn past one, can't go past Pistonizzi there on the side, and it's another Zebras throw-in. So Zebras with the quick throw, but only as far as Pistonizzi. Mahazi brings it down for Jadal. Jadal tried to take the shot, couldn't get it. Goes to the ground. Long one through Petrov. Williams with the ball now. Finds Jadal. Jadal back to Petrov out wide now. Out wide.
Bo Summers on the outside. This time goes inside. Finds Baker-Dash. A bit of magic from Baker-Dash. Finds
out wide.
Bo Summers, he grabs a corner.
Brilliantly done there.
Zebras.
Fourth corner of the game for the Zebras. All square on corner count, Joe. 4 corners apiece for both sides.
First involvement there for Bo Summers, the youngster. Nice little 1-2 into play with Jake Baker-Dash, resulting in a Moreland Zebras corner, which Baker-Dash shambles across to take. Petrov looking to go short, and he does.
He does.
Finds him in a bit of space. Petrov flips too close to the keeper.
He was there, and Petrov not happy with his cross there. So short one taken there. Just a high one. Kapara gets underneath it. Can't win it back for the Zebras. Still up in the air there. Contested. Slongo and McShane now. McShane backing into Slongo. Slongo keeping his hands down, so there's no foul here, ref.
Storchevsky turns it over. A little bit like that, Storchevsky today. It's most of the turnovers happen on this side, but Zebras failing to take advantage of it so far.
So with the ball now to Channel Slongo. Shot from the Zebras there, taken by Baker Dash, the substitute. Goes over the bar.
Unable to keep it down.
So,
Zebras.
Zebras.
Zebra supporters that see around the ground. There's a few cigarettes being lit up at the far side of the ground because you're not allowed to smoke within certain meterage of the ground, so they are smoking on the far side of the ground. In the open air, about 100 metres from everybody.
That was the 12th shot there for the Zebras. Zebras lead the shot count 12-6, Joe. So you can see that the Zebras had the most chances to score today and haven't been able to capitalise yet. So Beckett, quick one over the top. And as far as Petrov, it brings it down for the Zebras. Back to Mahazi. Mahazi into the middle. Calmly done there. Brilliantly done. Williams now distributes out wide to Jadal. Jadal brings it down. He's got Pistonitz to the beat. Goes around him. Brings it into the 18-yard box now, just coming in.
Josh Mack coming late. No, Jadal goes back outside again.
Looking at cross now. Cross comes in. Bacadash underneath it. But can't get through. Save there from the custodian in goals for Altona.
Felt that Josh Mack was coming late and Belish was not able to see him. McShane holds the ball up. Finds McGarry. He goes wide out to Pistonitz. Altona holding the ball. This time looking for the midfield play. Do they turn it over? No. It goes back again. His centre half has it. Looks inside again. They make a run. And Ruthven it is. This time he decides to go back out to the right from McGarry. The 14, whose name does not appear on the list.
Couldn't get that confirmation at half-time, Joe.
No, nonetheless, at the moment he's still out there, but I don't know who the 14 is.
Got a Zebras player down. I think it's Ibu Kapar.
The collision there might have been a tap on the shoulder or elbow or something.
Yep. A little bit of a knock, but yeah, he got a little bit of a head knock there, but seemed to be getting back onto his feet, gingerly as it is, but he looks like fine to be continuing to play, as the players have another drink there in this stoppage of play.
It was Ibu, he's on his feet now, rubbing his forehead.
So Tiziano with the ball now, waiting for the throw-in, but there's another substitution. So coming off number 7, James McGarry, being replaced by number 29, David Trajanovski. So there's the second substitution for Altona.
Substitution for Altona Magic, coming off number 7, James McGarry, coming on number 29, David Trajanovski.
As throwing gets taken there from Geneza. Geneza comes out wide to Williams. Williams with possession now. Looking for the option forward. Asks for his teammates to make a run. Goes over the top. Tries to get the head of Baker Dash, but can't do it. It's over his head. Long one comes through. Beckett with the flick on. Petrov now. Trying to win the ball back for the Zebras. Petrov getting in there, putting the pressure on. Ball gets crossed in there by the substitute, Trajanovski. But it's over the top of everyone there, including the earlier substitute, Ben Clark, and Tiziano Slungo able to clear that one there. Can't get it under control up forward there from Baker Dash. Katamoni will flick up in the air. Looking for the run forward. Doesn't do it. Gets a return header back down. Katamoni still with the ball. Brilliantly done from Katamoni. Comes through the middle. Finds Jadal. Can't get it under control though. Ball turned over. Clark now for Altona. Coming out with it. Closed down by Ibu Kapar. Brilliantly done by Kapar. Wins the ball back. Referee says play on. He's got the ball. He's allowed a lot of those tackles to go today, Joe. He hasn't...
Wants the ball to run. And it's...
He's been consistent with it, Jay. Hasn't been calling it either way. He's seen it, and the player's got the ball. He's letting it play on.
Makes for a better game, Dominic,
it does. Free flowing and doesn't have the stoppages. So well done there by the match official so far. So quick pass. Kapar. Gives it to Pistonitz now to take the throw in. Ex-Zebras player, Pistonitz, throw in, and it comes in looking for the head of McShane, but doesn't find him. Clark with the header on now, looking for Beckett, but cleared by Williams. As far as Kapar. Kapar through the middle now. Cardamone with it. Takes an extra touch, but manages to get through to McMonaghy House. Over the top. Trying to find the runner, Jadal, but it's cleared there from Altona. And it's gone out for a Zebras throw.
Just near the Rosen goal side of the ground. All the Zebras, Ibu Kapar would be
So Zebras with the throw in now. Kapar brings it back into play. Finds Baker Dash. Back to Kapar. Back to Baker Dash. Gets it under control. Trying to find Mahazi. Puts him under a little bit of pressure. Mahazi wins it back now for Williams. Now Williams with the ball. Being put under pressure by McShane. Petrov with it now. Look for the one forward. Back to Williams. Williams with the ball. Back to Petrov. Petrov with it now. Long one over the top. Looking for the runner. Jadal. He's been pushed off the ball, but referee calls play on. There's a bit of body contact there. Jadal now trying to put the pressure on.
Looking for the short one, and he's come short on his space of his own, and the ball's gone over his head. So just asking Petrov for a bit of consideration. First up, the Zebras will need to do something different to unblock the deadlock here.
Petrov tries to go after the header. Comes off an Altona player though, and it trickles over the line for another throw-in.
Same with the Altona Magic team, of course. We've given us what we've got, so it's a case of who's going to crumble first and who can unlock whose defence.
Had a couple of goals around the grounds, Joe. So 83rd minute, Langwarrin 0, Eastern Lions 1. 83rd minute, it's Moreland City 1, Melbourne City 2. 79th minute, Murray United 1, Box Hill 0.
Murray United for a nice result at home there.
Yes, against Box Hill.
Still deadlock with Rangers.
2-all.
Here we
He
go,
goes
Cardamone.
cleared and goes out for another Zebras throw-in. Kapar there to take it. Scoreboard side of the ground. Throwing comes in. Finds Mahazi. Brings it down. Looking for his options forward. Finds Jadal. Jadal back to Mahazi. Mahazi now. Williams makes a run in the middle. Gives. Doesn't. Ignores him. Goes through the middle to Baker Day. She keeps it under control. Now finds Jadal. Jadal tries to turn. Can't get through. And Altona able to clear there. Through Pistonizzi now. Long one over the top. Kapar wins it back for the Zebras. Brilliantly done to Williams now. Centre of the park, Williams. Back out wide to Petrov. Petrov with the ball, looking forward. Summers makes a run out wide, ignored. Back to Williams. Williams now takes a touch. No, they're not at the moment, Joe, but here comes Mahazi now. Still looking for those sidewards and backwards passes. They're not getting that killer ball through. Ball comes through, but too much there. Need Usain Bolt there to make that one, Joe, which apparently he's making a debut in Germany, Joe, playing soccer, Usain Bolt.
As we know, he's a lover of the game. It's the best game in the world to play, and everybody wants to be amongst the hype. So good luck to the Lightning Bolt.
So Altona with the goal kick. Two Zebras players goes up. Tatanasonga wins the header, but goes over the line for a throw-in. Pistonizzi to take the throw there for Altona. Quick one taken. Looking for McShane forward. McShane with the ball now. Tries to turn. Got a couple of Zebras players to beat there. And Perry's found a holding of the shirt there, so it'll be a free kick to Altona.
Tiano wouldn't be happy with that one. As Slongle was saying to him, I was just fending him from stepping on me, but referee says you were holding his shirt. Altona. Free kick in a dangerous area. It's number 5, Troy Rutherford. Looking to send it deep. The mysterious number 14 has gone to the back post, the centre half. Ben Clark is there also. Ball goes long. Headed away by Slongle. Jardel makes up space. Nods it on to make a dash.
Flicks over the top. Looking for the run there of McMonagally Huss. And referee's blown for something else there. He's called a free kick back. So the Zebras were in possession, they were in attack, and he's called back the free kick.
Can't really understand why that doesn't put a foot wrong all day, Perry Moore, but must admit that would surprise even the most neutral of footballers.
I think commentators to us as well, Joe. Last passage of play, we complimented him on his game so far, and
Too early,
I think we were.
Slongle looks up, goes short this time with Kapar. Looking to find those pocket Zebras, but a little bit too tight. As the sun just staying above the Ardan here, making it very hard to see. There we go, the commentary box is all over that.
As we get rid of that glare, Joe.
Much better.
So,
You're enjoying the pictures all the way around the world, wherever you may be watching. From Moreland Zebras Football Club, it's Moreland Zebras 0, Altona Magic 0. We find ourselves almost 85 minutes into the game.
play on called there. Williams with him now, dispossessed by Clark, but trickles over the line for a throw-in for the Zebras. So 6 minutes plus any injury times left to go in this game, Joe. You'd think if anyone needs to make a move, it's going to be very quick, Joe, or else we're heading for a draw here.
It'll have to be over in mistake, I'd say. There's just both teams don't look like they're as clean, and the defence have both been on top today. So if there's a mistake in either direction, we could have a boil over with a 1-0 result.
So, long one.
Hoits it away. Nothing doing. Lets the ball bounce. Does an overhead, acrobatic kick.
Giselle brings it down, but can't get under control properly there. Still drops to Bo Summers. Can't get it possession there, Bo Summers. Comes in, wins the ball back for the Zebras though, putting the pressure on. Clark now all the way back to his goalkeeper. Long clearance over the top. Only as far as Mahazi, who chests it down. Looks for his option, asks for the free kick there. Nothing doing. Play on call by the referee. Long one over the top, but Zebras still with possession. Coming through, Williams now, putting the pressure. Gets a clearance, comes off an Altona player there. Should be an Altona throw-in. And the referee going across there. And he's asked the Zebras coach, he's been sent off, Joe.
Has been sent off. I'd say it's a bit of remonstration for the supposed free kick here to Rashid Mahazi, which didn't occur. Perry Moreland had run on as his normal directive in play. And also being Mitchells has been ushered to the stands or away from the coach's box. Never likely to want to see those sort of things occur, but occasionally they do occur. Zebras with the resultant throw-in on the right-hand side, opposite the medal form group sign.
Throwing comes in from Petrov, and as far as an Altona player, Mahazi headers it down. Williams wins the ball back for the Zebras over the top, looking for the run of Jadal, but Pistonitzi getting there. Gets Kapar, comes across. Cardamone now trying to stop the Altona break through the side there. Altona coming in now into the 18-yard box. Cross comes through only as far as Tatiana Slongo. Slongo now out wide to Mahazi, back to Tatiana Slongo. Slongo over the top to Kapar. Kapar with the ball now.
Very accomplished coming out of the back, Moreland Zebras.
Mahazi, beautiful ball to McMonagly House. McMonagly House with it now. Out wide to Summers. Summers with it. Brings it into the 18-yard box now. He's coming through. Run the Petrov coming out wide. Petrov goes across, but he's missed that one there completely. And it's gone out for a goal kick.
A bit too much momentum there for Daniel Petrov, who hasn't really put a foot wrong all day defensively, but goes forward and sprays it over the bar. Not his best attempt at a cross. The time just keeps getting on us. 87 minutes now, according to the clock, plus whatever time referee deems it's on. Rani Dowisher looking upfield in no hurry. Now decides to go deep long, looking for McShane. He gets his head to the ball. Cardamone cleans up. Mahazi now. He pushes it back to Slongle. Sol takes a bit of time there. And this is where the danger is when the mistakes occur. Makes up for it.
Brilliantly done by Slongle. Wins possession now, and he's on his bike there, Joe, now. Makes a run through, finds back at the H. Tries to get under control, but there's another free kick there for the Zebras.
Bit of a shut there in the side. Altona happy to hang on here. Moreland Zebras keen to make sure that they get something out of the game more than a draw. One mistake by Tatiana Slongle, or it made up for it the very next challenge.
He did, Joe. Brilliantly done there by Tatiana Slongo.
Solid performance all year round so far.
He has his workload week in, week out. He's fantastic.
Just need to cap it off with a goal here. Slongle looking disinterested at the far post. Dash. Now he's interested, Slongle. Gets his head on it. No one
Can't find underneath.
No one following up. Great ball.
Over the top, Williams, but turns it over straight to an Altona player. Altona on the break now. Long one over the top. Beckett underneath it. Trying to get the possession back. Petrov wins it back for the Zebras. Brilliantly done, but Perry's brought back another free kick there, I think, Joe. I don't understand how much advantage he gives, Joe. That.
These are the signs that Rutherford's got it anyway for Altona. Perry Moore just blotting his copybook here with those sort of decisions.
Nearly through. Jadal tried to win it back for the Zebras. And another free kick there, signalled by the third official there on the sidelines.
Ben Litford, busy with the player all day, and he collects the free kick. Pistonizzi will stand over it. Moreland Zebras is looking towards the glare. Not a great time for anything except for a Zebras goal, so we don't want one here. Altona Magic, rather than standing over it. McShane on the edge of the box, guarded by Jacob Williams. Swangler on the mysterious 14. Ball comes in.
Over the top and over Genez's bar. Genez not happy with his defenders there, Joe. He's saying a bit too much space.
Ebu tending to ball watch that one go over his head without making the attempt. And the resultant flick on there, not quite sure it was, could have been Litkin. He's pushed it over the bar, so Andre Genezia to take the result and kick in.
As the fourth official then puts up the board, Joe, it'll be an additional 3 minutes of play as we go into injury time now. So definitely sort of last chance of the game. Made it through. Over the top, and the referee's found. There's a free kick, Joe. I can't actually see where the line is there. It is a free kick just outside the box.
Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, the glare's making it very hard to see where the box is, but it's just outside by the looks of it.
Right on the edge of the 18-yard box here. Great territory here for the likes of Baker Dash.
Set up Baker Dash looks like he's going to claim it.
It's any score at this stage of the game, Joe, would
Be a nice way to send off Magic today. It's been a good contest. Just the Zebras probably shaded them on possession-wise and making chances. So it wouldn't be unheralded for a win from Moreland Zebras. But
I like this tactic, Jake. You see Tatiana Slonga just getting in the way of the goalkeeper there, setting up his wall. It's a ploy that Altona did in the first half, and Tatiana Slonga just returning the favour here in this second half.
He'll need to move out of there, and he does so now.
So Baker Dash now with the free kick for the Zebras.
Dowishire looking. Baker Dash keen to make an impression here.
Baker Dash takes a shot, deflected. Coming through now. And there's a free kick being called. There was some holding there by McMonagle Ihas, I think it was, on an Altona defender.
Dowishire wants to go long and does. Ibu's got to win this one.
I think he saw that Tatiana Songa was sitting up, so he thought he'd get it along with it, get it on moving quick as possible. Tatiana Songa there, but gives away a cheap free kick. Probably didn't need to really give it away there. Zebras had the numbers and didn't need to give away the silly free kick, but did. So free kick taken.
Caper gets the ball off to the Altona defender. The attacker, and gets a throw in from Moreland Zebras. Looks inside. Not a great throw, and it goes to them.
Clark with it, gives it out wide. And as far as Geneza, though, picks it up. Players asking for the back pass, but there wasn't really much in that one, Joe. It was more a deflection off his boot.
Yeah, it was a stretch over there.
Long one over the top, looking for the ball of Summers. Can't win it though. Altona bring the ball back under control. Mahazi in there. Free kick given. Another soft free kick there, Joe.
There they go again. Storchesky this time.
Out wide to Clark.
To their credit, Altona keep pushing forward.
And it's gone out for a throw-in. Altona players asking for the corner, but nothing doing.
Ben Clark's been very busy since he's come on for Altona Magic and given as good as he's got, but just lacking a little bit of quality to make it count. So there's a throw in now.
The referee looks at his watch. Summers wins it, kicks it out. And there goes the full-time whistle, Joe. So here at CB Smith Reserve, it's the Moreland Zebras 0, the Altona Magic 0, all deadlocked here. The teams will share a point.
Not quite what the Zebras wanted, Dominic, today.
No.
Draw number 5 just keeps us in touch without really... we dominated the game in periods of time, but nonetheless, credit to Altona, they came and made us earn it. For me, structurally, the team probably lacking a couple of linchpins, whether it be fitness or whether it be injury-wise. So, all to play for.
Definitely is, Joe, but better performance today from the Zebras. Joe, thank you for joining me in the commentary box today.
My pleasure, Dominic.
We'll go through the stats quickly just before the game, just after the game now. So Zebras had 14 shots to 7. It was the one offside to Altona. Corners were 4 apiece. Free kicks 7 to the Zebras and 17 for Altona. And it was just the 1 yellow card to Rashid Mahazi. Scores ending 0-0 here at CB Smith. We'll be away for the next couple of games, Joe, so we'll be playing Springvale here in a few weeks' time. Next home game for the Zebras.
Yep, indeed we will. So we had 3 weeks at home, and now we have a couple of road trips. So look forward to hearing our dulcet tones as we go forward in the next few weeks. We thank producer Alex.
Yes, Alex, for his work today.
Work behind the scenes. Sometimes some tricky technical issues are sorted out by the young man.
Listeners, that's all for today's show. Thank you for listening. Tune in a few weeks' time when we play the Springvale White Eagles here at CB Smith Reserve. From me, Dominic Montesano, thank you for listening, and we'll hear you next time.